Now, you served in the National Guard. Can they really do that?
Well,
and how can we make people understand that Trump means what he says? If you listen to his supporters, they're like, well, he didn't say that. Then the guy will go, the interviewer will say, well, here it is, here's video, here's the quote. Well, he didn't mean it.
He does mean it.
How do you get through to these people?
Yeah, don't listen to us on this. Listen to people who are closest to him. Mark Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said most dangerous man America's ever faced. His chief of staff, John Kelly, a four-star general, said he's the most flawed human being. I did serve for 24 years, and I'm proud that you get called up for state duty during flooding and hurricanes. And as governor, you use the National Guard for domestic missions called, Title 32 missions, or federal missions, Title 10, when they fall under the president. But we have something in this country, starting out with posse comitatus in the Insurrection Act, that doesn't allow for the use of troops against U.S. citizens. It's pretty foundational to our democracy that the person who's in charge can't use the military to suppress their political rivals. But I will say this, there was an attempt to weaken the Insurrection Act after Hurricane Katrina, and myself and Congressman Davis from Virginia worked to make sure we restored those protections. These are constitutional guardrails, and I think what we saw with Senator Vance's answer about the 2020 election is the guardrails are off with Donald Trump right now, and I think we know that. And I think for the Americans to recognize, well, we got through one Trump president, so we can get through another. Look, I'm an eternal optimist. I supervised the lunchroom for quite a few years, so I'm very optimistic. You're either optimistic or dead in the lunchroom. I'm an optimist, but our systems are strained, and the ability to politicize the military has never been tried in this country. He's trying it, so I think it's a legitimate one. And I just tell Americans, if you're tired of that chaos, and I know that Donald Trump's handlers are saying he's exhausted, so are we. Americans are exhausted with the stuff that he does, the chaos. So I think this one is, don't risk it with this. This is dangerous talk. This is the talk of dictators, and I think Kamala Harris clearly understands that the separation and the separation of powers is the genius of this country, and the military is responsible to the Constitution and the American people, not the president.